And so they change their names and they both land a job at this local chicken farm, earning like $500 a week. And they start building a life there. They live in this trailer home and they start going to church regularly. They're doing everything to act like any normal couple. Although they mostly avoid close interactions with other people, they kind of just keep to themselves. And this goes on for years, and no one at work or at the church appears to suspect anything. Then, around 2001, someone writes a book about their escape, and it gets published. And Dial picks himself up a copy, he takes it home, and he reads it. Now, this book portrays Dial as a kidnapper. It claims that he kidnapped Bobbi. So Dial, he gets all mad, and he somehow gets the author's contact info, and he calls him to try and correct the record and say, no, she came with me willingly. Plus, he tells the author that he and Bobbi are happy and that they're doing okay. Then he even puts Bobbi on the line to say hi. And now, of course, this author immediately reports this call to the police, and police investigate it, but nothing comes of it since police don't know where this call was actually coming from. So anyway, more years pass, and they keep living incognito working on this chicken farm. But then, in 2004, something terrible happens. Dial actually has a heart attack, and he ends up in the hospital. And Bobbi, she stays home, and she's apparently devastated by this. She even writes him a love letter about how much she misses him. Now, he eventually recovers, and they go back to their normal chicken farm life. So it seems like they're just gonna keep up this life on the run forever, and police are never going to bust them. Until it's 2005, which means they've been on the run, living together for 11 years. And around this time, the TV show America's Most Wanted airs an episode talking about the Dial and Bobbi prison escape. Then someone in Texas, who I guess lives near Dial, sees his picture on the America's Most Wanted TV show website, and they go, wait a minute, that's my neighbor. And so this person calls the police, and soon enough, a whole lot of sheriff's deputies show up and they surround the chicken farm. And so, bam, Dial is arrested. Here's his mugshot. And of course, they take Bobbi into custody because they got a whole lot of questions for her. Now, when they question her, she starts claiming that she's not in a relationship with Dial, that he actually forced her to help him escape at knife point, and that he kept her prisoner for 11 years. Then, when they question Dial, he sticks up for her. He says, yeah, don't blame her, blame me. I kidnapped her and held her captive for 11 years. So it seems like they coordinated this response, that if they ever got caught, they would blame it all on him so that she wouldn't have to go to prison like he has to. But here's the thing. The feds, they're not buying this whole story. They think Bobbi was in love with Dial and that she was in on his escape. Partly because when they searched Bobbi and Dial's trailer, they found the love letter she wrote him. They also found cards that they exchanged. They also found a box of condoms. They also found a sex toy. Not to mention, there were 2 bedrooms in the trailer, but only one of them was being used. Also, when he had a heart attack and was in the hospital, she could have just left and escaped, but she didn't. So eventually, they charge Bobbi with helping him escape incarceration, and she goes to trial, and she's found guilty, and she's sentenced to 1 year in prison. While Dial, he takes a plea deal for the escape, and he's sentenced to 7 years in prison on top of his original sentence.